Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Susanoo. What is a Susanoo? Susanoo is a gigantic, humanoid avatar made of the user's chakra which surrounds them and fights on their behalf, that has been handed down throughout all the generations of the Uchiha clan. It is the strongest ability available to those who have awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan in both eyes. When activated, Susanoo forms around the user and becomes an extension of their will, acting and attacking on their behalf. By default, Susanoo is anchored to its user and they to it. In its less developed forms it will move around with the user. In its more completed forms the user will be suspended within Susanoo, being brought with it as it moves around. This connection allows Susanoo to be a shield against physical attacks, one that becomes more difficult to penetrate as it is manifested more fully. Although Susanoo is quite effective as a defense, it is able to distinguish in what it blocks. For example, the user can still perform jutsu while within Susanoo, such attacks being able to pass through it to the outside without complications. Others can be brought within Susanoo with the user's permission, and users can likewise choose to leave Susanoo's protective structure. The latter characteristic can be used against the user. If an opponent can bypass Susanoo, however slightly, and latch onto them, they may be forcibly pulled out of Susanoo. With continued mastery, Susanoo can have increased defensive capabilities even at its ribcage stage, as seen when A was able to crack a rib of Sasuke's Susanoo, but conversely, could not crack Madara's. If it is damaged, Susanoo does not regenerate and it can only be repaired either by advancing it to the next developmental stage or by dispersing it and then forming it anew. Also, Susanoo is also only able to defend against physical attacks, so they are still vulnerable to visual or auditory attacks for example. Additionally, unless the legs of the Susanoo are fully manifested, the user is still vulnerable to attacks from below. Susanoo draws on the user's chakra in large amounts so long as it is active. Sasuke Uchiha describes the sensation of using Susanoo as feeling pain in every cell in his body, which only increases over time of usage as well as at higher developmental stages. Being a Mangekyo Sharingan-based ability, it also places a strain on the user's eyes the more it is used. However, it is not actually necessary for one's Mangekyo Sharingan to be active while using Susanoo. In fact, Madara Uchiha is able to use it without any eyes at all. Development. As seen with Sasuke's learning how to use it, Susanoo has several developmental stages. Practiced users go through all the stages every time they manifest it, layering more advanced stages over earlier ones or stripping them away as is needed. They can choose to stop at any developmental stage. At its simplest level, users only manifest aspects of Susanoo's skeletal structure, such as a ribcage for basic defense or an arm for interacting with the surroundings. Once a full skeleton is made, musculature and, later, skin forms until finally a complete humanoid is shaped. In these early stages, typically only the upper half of Susanoo is materialized, with legs becoming common once it reaches its full humanoid form. However, not all Susanoo users can accomplish the latter feat in its next stage. Armor forms around the humanoid for further protection, causing it to resemble a Yamabushi. In its final stage, users stabilize the chakra that comprises Susanoo to create a colossal form known as the complete body, Susanoo, the ultimate ability of the Mangekyo Sharingan. In this state, Susanoo gains a Tengu-like nose, wings for flight, and is clad with robes and ornate armor. This form is generally the size of a tailed beast, with the exception of Hagoromo's, which was roughly the size of the Ten Tails. This form also possesses power comparable to that of a tailed beast, capable of leveling giant mountains and, when enhanced by 6 paths chakra, small planetoids with ease. Users can also channel their own techniques into the complete body, Susanoo, as well as shape it around the 9 tails to improve its offensive and defensive capabilities. Users are able to mingle the chakra that makes Susanoo with chakra from other sources. Sasuke uses the chakra from Yugo's Sage transformation to make a Senjutsu Susanoo, with markings reminiscent of the cursed seal of heaven spreading across it. He later stores the chakra of the 9-tailed beasts within his Susanoo, drastically improving its strength and causing lightning to emanate from its back.